Hello lovelies, welcome once again. In this video, I'll be sharing with you how to make ogbono soup from scratch. First, let me show you where we get our ogbono seed from. These are ogbono fruits. From this fruit, we get our ogbono seed, and these are edible. So I go ahead and pick one of the fruit, wash thoroughly, and eat to reveal the fruit. I also like to let you know there are different species of ogbono fruits. Some of these fruits have bitter taste, while some are a little bit sweet. Any of them can be used for ogbono soup. So after eating it, this is how it looks like. So this is ready to be dried. But because we are using it for ogbono soup, we might not have the time to eat all the fruits. So I'll go ahead, add them to mortar, then pan to separate the fruit from the seed. And after pounding and the fruit are separated from it, this is how it looks like. So I'll go ahead and remove them one after the other, then set aside. I'll repeat the same process with all the ogbono fruits. And after separating all the fruit from the ogbono seed, this is our ogbono seed ready to be dried. And also, we have the fruits that were separated from it. This we are going to discard. So I'll go ahead and dry the ogbono for about 5 to 7 days. And this is the 5th day. Our ogbono has become dried. And next, I'm going to be cracking it to get the ogbono from it. To crack the ogbono seed, I use hammer and stone. This I did behind the camera. And after cracking them, and next I'll separate the ogbono from the shell. And this is our ogbono seed that we'll be using to cook our ogbono soup. I also like to let you know that this is one of the best methods of preserving ogbono seed for a very long time without it going bad. Which means as long as it remains in its shell, it doesn't go bad easily. And after removing the ogbono seed from the shell, here we have our ogbono seed. You can see how beautiful it looks like. So go ahead and transfer into a blender and blend smoothly. And after blending it and it has become smooth, I'll transfer into a bowl, then set aside. And now let's proceed to make our ogbono soup. Here I have some goat meat. I'm going to be adding water to it and some salt to it and wash so that it becomes very clean. Adding salt to your meat to wash helps separate any form of sand in the meat. And this sand or dirt immediately settle beneath the water. And after washing the meat for the first time, I'll throw away the water, then add fresh water to it and rinse once again. And now that the meat has become clean, I'll add them to my cooking pot. And next, I will add to the meat some salt, onions, and seasoning cube. I'm seasoning the meat with just these few ingredients because I'm going to use it to cook ogbono soup. So I don't need to use curry, thyme, and other seasoning because it will definitely give the ogbono soup a different taste. And after seasoning the meat, cover, take to the heat and begin to cook until the meat is softened. And now that our meat is ready, I'm going to transfer it into a baking tray. Take to the oven to grill. This is totally optional as you can cook your ogbono soup directly with the cooked meat. And after growing the meat, this is how it looks like. You can see it has become smaller in size. With this, we are going to cook our ogbono soup. So I'll set it aside. And here are the other ingredients that we'll be using for cooking our ogbono soup. First, I have some stock fish. I have some smoked fish that I have already deboned behind the camera. Also, I have some crayfish that are not yet blended. Some seasoning cube, salt, unblended black pepper, iru or locust beans, and also I have some peppercorn leaf or uziza. Also, we'll be needing some palm oil to make our ogbono soup. And here I have some cow skin that I have already washed and boiled behind the camera. So we start by washing our stock fish. So I add water to it and cut into smaller pieces. Discard the water and rinse once again. And after rinsing it and it becomes clean, I'm going to be transferring it into the stock that I used in cooking the goat meat earlier. Add more water to it. Cover and take to the heat and cook until it becomes softened. As I cook the stock fish, I'll go ahead and slice the uziza. Why I like using uziza for ogbono soup is that it gives the soup a unique aroma. So you can decide to use any vegetable of your choice to make ogbono soup. And after slicing, transfer into a bowl, then set aside. And now let's go ahead and blend our black pepper and crayfish. So add them to a bowl. Add water to them, then rinse thoroughly and transfer into a blender and blend smoothly. Please note that this is totally optional, as you can use already blended black pepper and crayfish to make your ogbono soup. I decided to use this because this is what I have at home. So add water to it, then blend smoothly. And after blending and it has become smooth, this is how it looks like. I'm going to set it aside. And back to our stockfish on fire. You can see it has become softened. So I'm going to be setting it aside. Then proceed with the cooking of the ogbono soup. So I'll bring in another pot. Add palm oil to the pot. Then immediately transfer the ogbono into it. Remember, we are not frying it. We are just doing this to melt the ogbono so that there will be no lumps in it. We are going to be doing this on a low heat within 30 to 40 seconds. Please, when doing this, you must be very careful for it not to stay long on fire. Like I said, 30 to 40 seconds is enough because the longer it stays, the ogbono might get burnt, and this will reduce the slamming of the ogbono. And also, you must give it a continuous stir until everything melts. Once it has completely melted, add in the meat stock. And also add the other ingredients to it and stir together. So this, I'll be adding to it the blended pepper and crayfish. Stir together for it to be well combined. Also add to it the iru or locust beans. Next, I'll add to it the smoked fish, the cow skin, then stir together. And next, I'll add to it the grey meat. Stir together once again. I also add to it just little salt. Please note that ogbono soup doesn't take much salt. That is why it is advisable for you to test it before adding salt to it. And also be adding to it some seasoning cube. Then stir together. Lastly, I will be adding uziza leaf. I'm adding it early because uziza leaf does not easily get soft like the other vegetables. And also for it to release that unique aroma into the ogbono soup. So after adding the leaf, give it a quick stir once again. Then leave it to cook for about 30 minutes on a low heat. Please note that when cooking your ogbono soup, after adding the ogbono and other ingredients, you don't need to cover the pot with the lid anymore, as this might reduce the slimy nature of the ogbono soup. And so if you want that slimy ogbono, you must leave the pot open and cook. As you cook your ogbono soup, stir at intervals so that it doesn't get burnt beneath. And here we have our ogbono soup almost ready with great aroma. And after 30 minutes of cooking on a low heat, turn off the heat and our ogbono soup is ready to be served. This soup is so simple to cook and also tastes very delicious. You can use it for any swallow of your choice. And now that you have learned how to make ogbono soup from scratch, please don't forget to like this video, comment and share this with your loved ones. Please, if this is your first time of seeing my videos, I want to say thank you for clicking to watch. Kindly click on the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell as I have more great videos for you. Thanks so much for watching. God bless.